Hello and welcome to AntipoDnD, a show in which a bunch of Australians play Dungeons and Dragons in a setting partly inspired by prehistoric Australia and New Zealand. I am David, I'm the Dungeon Master. My players are Doug, Kynwyn, April and Zindi. Kynwyn is a bit unwell at the moment, so she is joining us voice only, and she might be a little quieter than usual. And I'll announce it now because I tend to forget these things at the end of the show. We will be taking a short hiatus after tonight's session because one of our players has a lot going on at the moment. And so we will actually all be taking a short break. We might do a one shot or two in the meantime. We're just working out the details of whether that's going to be possible. But we will be back in August and the show will go on. But tonight, we are continuing with our heroes exploring the Smuggler's Run, a series of caverns underneath the island of Keldrith and the Andalian range, a mountain range on that island, which it seems is actually lies above, or indeed is like a small pocket of the Underdark. Our heroes are looking for the back door as secret entrance to a dwarven stonehold called Skaldir, where they have some business relating to a princess who might be in, or who is almost definitely in danger. But in their exploration, while looking for this back door, they've found some dwarven ruins that are not what they're looking for. It was actually the entrance to a pre-cataclysm shrine of sorts towards a dwarf who was essentially the protector and the discoverer of Crystal Cave, which is very exciting. So they immediately stole all her stuff, which flooded the cavern. And they, one of them would definitely have drowned if he had not already cast water breathing on the party. But after escaping, they found that one of the artifacts that they recovered was a rod of golem control, specifically for controlling the golem that guarded the entrance. As a result, our players have a new pet. An iron golem, which is still missing its right arm and is covered in some kind of crusty orange gunk. And I believe last session you were thinking about following the gunk to, because there is a trail of it which you followed to come to this place. You were thinking of following it in the opposite direction.
Is that what we said?
Oh, we gotta go get his other arm, don't we?
Something we'd say.
Yeah, find the arm.
No memory.
Okay.
We were also thinking of hitting him with a hammer.
That's right. You were thinking of hitting him with a hammer. Which I think is something you can do now if you want to.
You've got a bunch of inspirations.
Find the arm first.
Okay.
Find the arm
Then we can do... Otherwise, we have one iron arm. And
that's fair.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm not going to make you roll to follow a very obvious trail that you've already followed here, but I will have you roll perception as you're following it for whatever else you might discover on the way. So can I have two of you who are taking the lead?
I will perceive. Although I'll probably reload fucking tabletop again, as I usually do, before I perceive.
6, because I assume I'm probably at the front.
Okay. Let's hope Todd rolls better.
Yeah, well, we'll see how we go, hey.
All right, I don't perceive well, but my head takes lots of damage.
Yeah, do 20.
20 is...
decent.
Is a good number. 20 is a good number to have in Dungeons and Dragons in general.
So playing, I think it's Eclipse Phase. That would be very, very bad.
So after... this is a long trail. It goes on, and it's fairly straight. It seems the golem cut a direct path to where you found it from wherever it was, wherever it got covered in the skunk. And after it's almost like half an hour or more, you come to a hole. And I've realized I've got the wrong overlay up. Even after I made the correct overlay, I then clicked the wrong one at the end of the opening titles. There you go. Those are our names. I am not... yes. Zindy is not our dungeon master tonight. There is a reason why I'm the one doing all the talking.
There would be no survivors.
This is why I don't do this professionally. This is something I do for fun. So, the trail leads into a hole. It is about 10 feet wide. It is round. You've seen these holes before.
Wormhole.
It's an orange worm. The Pride Month is over, so that means we're into Wrath.
I thought it was Sloth.
I don't know what orders these go in. I thought Wrath was next.
No, you're right. I think the memes say Wrath. Goes with the Pride Demons.
Yeah, oh man. I really enjoy that one and the Trans Hydra. That is so sick.
So, are you entering this wormhole?
Yes.
Sorry, it's a wormhole.
It's a wormhole. We're about to get
Quick question: level of extremeness of the wormhole?
Oh, how big is it?
Is it a wormhole extreme? Or
Does
is
it
just
have like a circle thing around it with runes and shit?
It is 10 feet wide.
Okay.
Which is the same diameter as the wormholes you've explored already in this area.
Okay. I guess we're gonna go in. We're looking for an arm, right? Is Vic coming with us, or are we parking Vic?
I mean, if we just arrange him to follow and defend, that will probably, or maybe just follow, because we can only do one term at a time, can't we? Also,
Simple
possibly
commands, right?
possibly defend when we haven't asked him. We may need to tell him to stop. So possibly, maybe just follow.
Follow for now. Okay.
Okay, I'll have a marching order since it's you've only got about 10 feet abreast.
Yeah. Todd's in the lead as usual. He's being sneaky boy, as required.
Fish up the front. Do you want me to park Vic at the back for some security for our less armored compatriots?
Oh,
Sure.
I'll be at the back before Vic.
Yep.
I'll be squishy in the middle.
Actually, sounds pleasant. So, I will get more perception checks, please. Gwendolyn, are you lighting the way with the trident?
Yep.
Cool.
So Todd's out front, yeah? Todd and me. 16.
Sorry, what am I rolling? Am I rolling?
Perception, because you're out
perception
front.
again. Yep.
Perception. Okay, cool. Gross. That's a 14.
14. Duncan, you are the first to notice this. After you've gone through, the tunnel starts to wind around a bit, and then it actually seems to branch off as if something came around. And you see one of these branches is blocked by something, which is reflecting, shining in Gwendolyn's light.
I see. Is it Amish?
I've got technology. It's got a mobile phone. It's not a roll. Yeah. Oh.
Trying to understand that reference.
So Amish people like to eschew technology and do things the old-fashioned way and like build barns.
I'm I mean, I know who the Amish are, but why?
Yeah, because he said, "Does
Sorry,
it look
just
Amish?"
is it an arm? Is it arm-ish?
Oh,
He said
Apologies.
Amish, and
I didn't even clock the pun until after I had said it. I was like, is it the golem's arm plugged in a hole, or is it just...
when you said, "Is it Amish?" I went straight to the Amish.
Ah, I see. I apologize.
See? so like,
It is round. It fills the tunnel, and you've realised you think there might be large tooth-like structures.
Oh,
Me?
so it's got teeth. And it's a big
we're in a worm tunnel.
You're also becoming aware of a smell.
Ah. Wonderful.
A smell of rotting meat.
And it's dead?
Sounds like we've hit a dead worm.
How do you tell if the worm's dead? Like,
I was going to say, how willing am I to test that?
We could, without walking up to it, I could maybe get a nature check from a distance.
Yes, someone who's naturally proficient.
Yeah, not
I
me.
think nature
Yeah.
is intelligence, isn't it?
True as well.
It is an int skill.
Oh shit, then I just got even better at it. Oh yeah, I'm a +7 in it now.
Oh,
Fuck.
Yeah,
wow.
mine's not that high. I'll give. Can I give assistance?
No need,
I'm
it's a
proficient. Oh,
natural 20!
never mind.
That'll do it.
Right. Gwendolyn, you sort of push past the others as something suddenly, a piece of almost borrowed memory comes to you. And you realize, yeah, this is a purple worm that is dead. And looking at it, you can see there is actually damage to the inside of its mouth, as if something walked out of it and just pushed its way through.
Oh. Well,
Environmental storytelling.
quite dead. Also, it seems it regurgitated a person.
Did it regurgitate them, or did it just like a god walk out of them or something?
Yeah.
I
Or did
mean,
Vic just kind of stroll out through the
Just strolled
mouth?
out after he'd climbed in and attacked its ventricles directly, I imagine.
I mean, there's just a sort of sense of someone walking out of a dead worm's face.
Gwendolyn, with a 20 on that roll, you know that purple worms generally can't digest hard metals or anything like that. They can digest rock, but not metal. So
it was that boy.
if it had swallowed an iron golem, the iron golem probably eventually found a way out again.
Oh, I think Vic did this.
Your work, Vic. Is there
Well
an
done.
arm in the worm, I assume?
Not in its mouth.
We're gonna have to walk in there if we want it. This is like complete Pacific Rim freaking.
Actually, Gwendolyn, I mean, with a natural 20, you know pretty much everything there is to know about purple worms now. You would also know that two things. Purple worms are famous for containing precious gems and other things in their bellies because they can't digest those either. You'd also know that purple worm venom is a very potent poison if it can be harvested.
Yeah, what's his dick at the camp was killed by it.
Goods in that gullet.
Yes, that's right, in the ear, right?
And Todd was like, "Holy shit, that's the expensive venom that guy was killed with." So
All right. Well,
it looks
why
like
don't
we're
I try and get some venom then, and you guys go find an arm.
I really
Yeah?
want to go into the purple worm, man. Can you send Uncle Ghosties down there?
I can. Hold, please. Body Dunkle will sit cross-legged on the floor. Ghost will pop out and just sort of float down the gullet.
So handy.
I like to think when Duncan says hold please, he's actually expecting someone to come in and hold him to make sure he doesn't fall over.
Oh.
All right, Todd comes and gives him just sort of Nolly hug.
Okay. So as Echo Duncan goes into the mouth, you realize that its throat has collapsed. It is closed, so you'll need
I
to
have to dig.
either push through or butcher your way through.
Well, I mean, he does have a big.
Yeah, I guess I'll Ghost to halberd my way through.
Okay.
Shopping.
I'm not going to make you roll any attack rolls because, you know, it is no defenses, but this is going to be messy work.
Gross.
It's all right, I'm a ghost.
Yeah, true.
But the next person through will need to watch for spillages.
So, however, Todd and Gwendolyn, you both know that just hacking away at this thing with a billhook is not going to extract the venom. You need to be more delicate when it comes to that. Essentially, someone needs to do, it needs to be either a nature check or if someone is proficient in a poisoner's kit, then they can do it.
Oh, I think I took Thieves' Kit.
I do not have poisons.
Yeah,
No,
not
me
nature.
either.
No. So it would be nature again then, by the
Yep.
sounds?
It's nature.
I will give her a hand and give her advantage. I am proficient in nature, but I'm not +7.
Okay. Now, the good news is you think that the venom glands are probably towards the front of the creature.
Makes sense.
All right, so somewhere here up the front, which is where
So
we're at.
that's
Ooh,
a 13
You have
plus guidance.
you have advantage, so roll again.
Oh, I have advantage. Cool.
Yeah.
Doink. No, 14 plus a guidance of 4. So 18.
Bueno.
Okay. So, it takes... actually, can someone also roll 1d6 for me?
Go for it, Gwen.
Uh, 1.
Okay. That's good. That means this only takes 1 minute.
Oh, sick. Nice. Good job.
But try as you might, you are unable to successfully get any venom out. You end up accidentally puncturing the gland and it spills out. Fortunately, you do not get any on you. Without guidance, your check was low enough that you would have suffered the effect of purple worm poison, which is not good.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
But your guidance put you over that. However, you are not able to attain any purple worm poison from this purple worm, I'm afraid.
Oh, darn.
That's fine. We'll just hack our way to gemstones then.
Okay. So while the echo of Duncan leads the way, just making a mess, can I get... let's make it perception or investigation to see what you find as you follow behind.
Perceive. That's a natty 20 with a +8.
All right.
I'm perceiving all the stuff.
I'll go right to the bottom of the table I made then. So this does take a while. This takes about 20 minutes to just carve your way, just split this thing down the center and pull it apart and see what you can find.
Ew.
Yeah, it is probably the ickiest thing your group has done to this date.
Unappealing.
But you find a veritable hoard of gemstones. 13 in total, worth 1,000 gold pieces each. So 13,000 worth of gemstones. I'll just...
It's a lot of gold. A lot of gems.
A lot of gems.
Lot
This is
of
what you
gems.
get when you're rolling nat 20.
Oh, yeah.
It was a scaling table, basically.
I like rocks.
You also find... I'm going to copy this list and just dump the whole thing into chat.
Mm-hmm.
You also find
Holy shit.
something that's about 3 feet long. And it's got a silvery appearance. It's sort of ovoid in shape. But it's very dense and very heavy.
Spaceship? Does Arcana? Can I Arcana it?
You can give me Arcana or Nature or History or look whichever knowledge check you want to make that you think might be appropriate.
I'm gonna try Arcana.
Okay.
So that's a 20, Placid.
Flaccid 20. So Todd's first instinct was this might be magical because Todd's got a lot of magic on the mind at the moment.
And it's shiny.
But with a 20, Todd then thinks, oh, it's also natural sometimes for large creatures to have round things inside them. It could be an egg.
Oh, baby.
I don't like that.
Phrase it right.
That's not magic though. Trench, you think this is an egg?
I don't know, man. What
It's
kind of check
round.
can I do? Can I do a nature check?
Yep, go ahead.
What's it doing in the thing's gullet?
17.
Oh, you've gone past the gullet
Got it.
by this point.
Oh, okay. All right.
Plus
So we're digging for its colon, aren't we?
You're
20.
digging through the
And
whole thing.
egg
They
Also, flaccid 20.
part because they are not only do they hold gemstones in their gullet, they do excrete them as they go.
I got a flaccid 20.
All right, Drench, this has to be a purple worm egg.
It's got to be an egg, man.
They're
I don't know what else it can be.
They're normally laid in caverns where they are sort of glued to the walls by web. If this one wasn't in that situation, then it was probably about to be laid, and the worm just didn't have an opportunity before it ate the wrong golem. Oh, and with that nat 20, you also find an arm, a
Hooray!
metal golem arm, which is actually holding a blade, a long metal blade.
Oh, there you go.
Nice.
Oh look, we found piece of Vic.
Nice.
Wonderful.
Okay. Kind of feel bad about this egg.
What'd you do?
I've never looked after a purple worm egg before. I don't know.
It's pretty big.
We could put it in a cavern. Maybe it'll hatch.
Can then eat people?
Hey, this is an animal, man.
Yeah.
Does anyone else want to weigh in? We can take it with us? What are we doing?
How heavy is it? You said it was heavy.
It's heavy. It's about 30 to 40 kilos.
Oh, it's heavy.
So, one of you could carry it for a while, but you couldn't do much else while carrying it.
Mm.
I don't particularly have any use for a purple worm, baby.
Yeah, maybe we could just put it on a wall or something. We can just leave it here.
I
I
agree.
mean, if it has to be somewhere safe, people probably not going to come in here to find it.
Probably not.
You did.
And then it can do matricide and eat its mother.
There's not matricide if she's already dead.
Yeah, that's just
And it's
scavenging.
yeah.
Yeah, it's just cannibalism.
It's like honoring the mothers.
What's the thing like when they eat the
Corpse.
eggshell and the everything, but it's like the
How does this
Wait,
game?
let's...
How did this game just keep swinging back to questions of cannibalism?
It's D&D, and I think that just sort of happens to everyone. I'm pretty sure.
Also, monster party. So many monsters in the party.
Mm-hmm.
I guess let's tuck it in.
Mm-hmm.
Tuck it
Yeah.
against the wall.
I think that makes sense.
Okay.
Oh, I hope it hatches. Poor baby.
Okay, so you're going to leave the purple worm egg in the tunnel.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
But I suppose we know where it is for later. And if that's something that we're likely to need later. It's plot significant. It's got a highlighted name, so.
So, but having now essentially explored the full length of this purple worm, you've realised this tunnel comes to an end here, and that you've gone as far this way as you can.
Oh, well, we've got the arms, so we can go and fix him up. Is it magnetized? Does it just click back on?
Yes, I guess that's the next question, right? If I hold the arm up to Vic's hole, does it slot in?
Auto repair?
Yeah.
Give me this will be an Arcana check, I think, because golems are magical.
That'll be Todd then.
Yeah.
I'm just leveraging the arm up, being like, this is how it works, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
fun.
Just kind of bonk it on him a couple of times. Maybe it should be whatever. 1 moment here, and I will get the screen up, or maybe I won't. What are you doing?
Bless you.
Thank you.
Please stand by.
What if I turn it this
Yo,
way? Does that make it any better?
I put that on as a joke in the background at some point when somebody said, please hold. And then I found out that I realized an hour later that I'd listened to an entire freaking hour of elevator music. And I'm like, there's something ain't right about this Zen. Arcana, let's try. What do we got? That's another natty 20 with a plus 3 for 23.
What is
I'm
happening?
sorry, I'm taking all the RNG, you guys.
Okay.
Todd's a lucky boy today.
So, you realise repairing this golem is going to need either someone with excellent smithing ability or someone who is has a sort of magical skill required to create or repair golems. This is beyond the capability of the four of you, but you think it is possible. You just need to find someone who can do it.
It's gonna need someone who knows how to do it. I think they can though.
Excellent.
We're
Well,
going to a dwarf city, so probably someone there can.
in that case, then, I'm going to point the control rod at Vic and say, sit.
It sits.
Perfect. Can I lash the dead arm to the body, just so that I'm not carrying it the whole time?
Sure. Yep,
Perfect.
you
I do
have
that.
rope.
I do. All right, cool. And then I'm just going to set him back to follow routines.
Okay. All right. So you have the golem and its arm. You have a huge hoard of gems. You don't have purple worm poison, sadly. Where do you go from here?
Well, I suppose we look back at the map, don't we?
Yes.
This is really the only bit we haven't explored now, right?
Yeah.
Pretty
there's
much, yeah.
Sort of
two
northwestish.
others yeah. So I guess we'll go through that one dark one in the middle. We're at the Fog of War. And then back towards the magma. Does that look right?
That
Okay.
probably makes sense, right? So we're going to, head up into that corner via this square, which I would imagine probably doesn't have much in it. But having said that, I'm sure it will now be full of everything.
Ooh, what could I put in there? Okay. So you start heading back this way. You come to this junction. Thankfully, you've been keeping notes of which way to turn and where to go, where you've been. So let's get a perception check from two in the lead as you explore this unexplored zone.
17.
Perceiving. Oh, actually press the button there. There we go. All right. They're almost only an 11, so 19.
Okay. Just a moment, please.
Flumps, they're back for our lunch money.
No.
Okay. All right, Todd. You notice something up ahead that is very well camouflaged, but you
They're
saw
most
through its
camouflaged,
stealth
boy.
check.
Uh-huh.
It blends in very well with all of
Mm.
the stone around it. It looks like an enormous octopus.
All right. Well, Todd, having spotted that, it's the signals. There's something up there, and it's hiding.
And when I say enormous, it's a large creature. So
Is it 4 squares?
yeah, it's about the size of your golem, basically.
Hmm. It's a very big thing, and it's very hiding. It looks kind of sitting with arms.
Ah, squid.
Eh!
Or lacantha,
Mm-hmm.
whatever you're called. My brain's not working.
Yes, that's it, right?
Fishman. But
Fisherman.
if you're pointing out expressly that it's got arms, that probably means that it's
Many
got more
arms,
arms
yeah.
than one would think.
True.
Yeah.
And yes,
Defining
they are
feature.
arms, they are not tentacles.
Mm.
Interesting.
Yeah, that is a biology thing.
And one of them's a penis.
Yes. So
Cool.
now that
So what are we doing? Are we engaging it or are we wandering around it?
Todd has pointed out, you can see that there is in fact a giant rocktopus ahead of you.
Rocktopus.
Rocktopus. I did not invent that. That is a
I'm sure you didn't. That
Yep.
sounds old school as fuck. And I'm guessing it's not a Metallica puss because we're in a cave, so it's probably the other kind of rock.
Drench. Give me a nature check, please.
Oh, sure. Got it. Ooh. Flaccid 20 plus 1, 21.
Yep. Oh Christ, I don't want to go near that.
This is a beast.
Yeah.
I can talk
Yeah,
to
he is.
it.
You can talk to it.
Excuse me.
Assume you've just cast Speak of Animals.
I can technically do it without casting it. I have speech of beast and leaf. But I can't understand them, so I will cast Speak with Animals. It says, like, communicate in a limited manner with beasts, plants, and vegetation. They can understand my words, but I cannot understand them in return.
Okay.
But I will cast Speak with Animals, yes.
Okay. And it'll now that it's realize you're aware of its presence, it'll wave a few of its arms, which you interpret it as it's saying, excuse you, why? I was going to eat you.
Oh, please don't eat us. We're just passing through, man.
Well,
Also, we're very pointy.
could you come this way so I can eat you, or one of you?
No, we're not gonna do that. Hey, have you seen, like, wait, do we want to ask this guy any questions? He wants to eat us, by the way. Just letting you know.
Ask him where the food he usually eats comes from.
A good idea. Hey, where's the stuff you usually eat come from, man?
Well, I don't know, what they would call home. They just walk past and I eat them.
Any specific direction that they work from? Work? Walk.
Is he eating mushrooms?
Oh, if you come closer, I can show you.
No, you can point with your arms from here.
Oh, but I'm so tired. Why don't you come over and help me point?
Yeah, man, this guy's really. I'm stage whispering to the people party. Hey, man, this guy's like really shady.
What's he saying?
He says he wants to eat us, and then I said, "Can you not do that?" And then I said, "Hey, can you point to the direction which you get your food from?" And then he said, "I'm tired. You should come closer
You
and
can
help
see
me point."
its
Oh,
tentacles, its arms are now sort of limp, hanging. And I'm so weak. I need one of you to come and lift my arms.
Don't do that. He said, "Come and lift his arms up," but don't do that. Don't touch it.
not giggling, but it's not hysteria giggle. He's just finding this funny because the guy's hungry and we are absolutely not going to go and get our asses eaten.
I don't know. I don't know what to do with this guy.
Well, if he cannot move, we can go around. It's fine.
Yeah, you're like stuck in one place, or
Yes, I cannot leave this position.
inside check.
Go ahead and roll.
Oh, that wasn't very good. Plus 12.
Okay.
How deceptive is the giant octopus?
Or we're about to find out.
Oh, wow. Oh, wait. Oh, sadly, giant octopuses are not very charismatic.
Damn.
That is a
So,
tragedy.
yeah, you think this octopus is lying. You think it's hoping
I-
you'll turn your back on it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's gonna eat us. Yeah. I got nothing.
And we'll make a
You know what?
subtle fireball
We could-
question mark motion.
He's made of rocks.
Are you made of rocks?
Yes, I am indestructible.
Okay, man.
I could blow apart a rock.
I don't know. I feel bad. I
Guys,
don't want to
don't.
hurt him because I just spoke to
Have
him.
you still got that bomb?
If you surrender one of your number as food, I shall let the rest of you pass unharmed.
He says that if we give one of us up, he'll let us go.
That's not compatible.
I'm doing air quotes when I say let us go.
We could feed him Vic.
We could feed him Vic.
I feel kind of bad though, man. I don't know. It's like once you start talking to something, it's kind of hard to,
He doesn't seem to mind.
By the way, there is plenty of room around this thing. You could walk around it.
I don't trust this guy.
I think we should give him Vic.
I don't want to do that. Let's just walk around him.
Todd shrugs and is fine with this.
Okay, we're gonna walk around now.
No, wait, come back. Come back, I haven't eaten you yet.
Okay, bye.
Oh, I'm hungry.
Okay, I'm sorry, man, but you can't eat us, okay?
Wait, come back. I'm not as fast as you.
Can we give him like a jerky or something? Can I throw
I
him a
don't
jerky?
think that'll help. We're little. He's very big.
I'm gonna throw him a jerky
50 jerkies.
from really far away. Let's throw him a jerky.
Just bounce it off his head.
Probably got really slow metabolism, right? Jerky's probably great.
Mm.
You did recently discover a very large source of meat.
Oh, the worm.
Oh.
But
You
he's
did
gotta
also
get
leave
over
a
there.
defenseless egg in there.
Extra protein.
Once it hatches, then it's got a fighting chance.
I'll throw him some jerky and we'll leave it at that.
Wait, I don't need your pity meat.
Love this guy. Okay, we have walked past your Rocktopus puzzle.
Puzzle.
Everything's a puzzle.
Mm-hmm.
When your int is 10.
It's true.
Okay, so you've successfully explored that hex and revealed its secrets.
Why is it rocked
Fuck
as
is
a
this
beast?
stuff?
Don't ask me, it just is.
So weird.
I didn't create this creature.
So strange.
It's from the
I'm
Out
gonna
of
write
the
a-
Abyss adventure path.
I'm gonna write a letter.
They're just
Okay.
native creatures that live in the Underdark.
Mm.
This little guy.
The big little guy.
Okay,
Little big fella.
so
Right, cool. Onward.
I've moved you to the next hex beyond that. Now, you've got sort of 3 different paths you can take, which are all unexplored. Which do you choose?
I have no preference.
So
I also have no preference. Let's
we got,
go.
like- we could run left.
If you really can't decide, you can just roll a d6.
We could run left.
Let me roll a d3. Hang on.
Oh,
3.
If you're going to get all digital,
We're going to go northeast. So this one.
okay. Perception checks from 2 in the lead.
All right, let's go. Perceive, Todd.
16
perceive.
again.
Oh, you beat me. I only got a 15.
Ooh. So you're back in this lush, underdark bioluminescent flora, but it is also getting warmer and warmer again as you see the glow of the magma, the huge magma lake ahead of you. Though it is still, several hundred feet down below you. It's not as though you can hear it lapping against the shores. But Duncan, you just managed to spot something in the ferns at your feet shine a little bit of metal.
Huh. I inspect it.
Okay. It appears to be an amulet, a silver amulet with a broken chain. Its styling is elven.
Huh.
It
Interesting.
looks to be a stylized bird of some kind.
Is it
Does
magic?
it look like a big famous bird or just a bird? Nature check.
Nature check.
Yeah, how rockish is it?
Gwen, do you want to do it or should we both do it?
Both do it.
Let's do it. 17 plus
Placid 20.
Good grief.
18. Please.
Gwendolyn, it's a swallow.
Oh, it's one of those pirate tattoo birds.
Oh, right. Nice.
But it is, though not very large, it is quite elegant in its design.
Elvin. Detect magic. Civic play.
Okay. It is not magical.
Oh.
Mm.
It's now magic.
It's pretty then.
Is there like a maker's mark or something?
I don't know. I've never been any good with this elven nonsense. If it's dwarven, I know where to look for the maker's mark. But this stuff, I'll give it a once over though. Is there a maker's mark
Or a name or something?
or initial somewhere?
No, there is none of that.
Okay.
Do we know of
I
any
feel
significance of swallows?
Significant, yeah.
Is this the princesses? Do we know who the goddamn... What's the symbol of the royal family?
Give me history checks, please.
Ooh, I'm proficient in that. What fun.
Me too.
21.
Nat 20.
Drench wins.
Oh, I forgot I had Sembershore dice on. Hi, big guy. 85 plus 2. 25.
Wow. Okay. Duncan and Drench, birds are very popular as symbols of houses back in Gald. The royal family of Taurus has a heron as their symbol. That's why so many places have heron in their name. Heron's Perch, Heron's Keep, and so forth. Heron's Landing. So this is probably a family crest of some kind. The fact that it's elven, it appears to be elven in design, doesn't mean that its owner was elven, but it is also possible, hard to say. It could simply mean it was made or commissioned from a elven smith, elven jeweler.
French relays all of that. I don't know who's there.
Well, maybe we'll find someone who needs it. Duncan's going to tuck it into a pouch somewhere.
Okay.
Well, do you think someone obviously dropped it? It's pretty weird for it to be down here, do you think?
Maybe. Depends on when it was dropped.
Does it look like it's been here for a while? Question mark. Is it growing stuff on it?
The fact that you found it at all suggests that it hasn't been here for that long. But give me a survival check, please.
Oh, I'm good at those.
I'll help because I'm proficient.
Oh,
We'll
thank
both
you.
look it over.
I'll roll again. Oh, even better. 24 plus whatever my... 24 plus 3, whatever that number is.
Dang, you
27.
You guys are rolling well tonight.
Nice
That's
run.
so unusual.
Drench, you actually find a few footprints just in the sort of spongy soil. They're indistinct enough, you can't really tell who made them except a humanoid. Actually, no, with the 27, 2 humanoids came this way.
Damn. Hey, check it out. There's footprints, man.
Huh.
Where did they go?
Whoever dropped this couldn't have been here that long ago.
Heading west?
The footprints were coming from the west, and they seem to turn. And well, look, if you want to keep tracking them, I'll need another survival roll.
I think we want to keep tracking them, yeah.
Let's do it. Am I getting assistance from the
Help.
beautiful fish?
Mhm.
Yay. Oh, one was a 19, so 26 plus 2. 28.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah, we're getting into Aragorn territory here. So the footsteps initially sort of side by side, and then there are marks. You can see a few plants have actually been torn up, as if someone was kicking through them, had their heels dragged through or something like that. You think there was some kind of tussle. You follow them a bit further, and then you come to an area where there isn't any vegetation, there's just rock. So you lose them for a little bit, but you carry on in the general direction, and because you rolled so well, you're actually able to pick up the track again. There is now just one set of footprints, but it seems heavier than before. And
Jesus
it
is carrying her.
continuing to the north.
We go that way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or the teams.
Is the
I'll get
bubble supposed to be
one-
clearing for me, or is it still there?
I will clear it up. I'll get
Okay.
one more survival check, please.
Okay.
Help.
Thank you.
Yeah. Just realised I was using the wrong overlay again. Force of habit.
14 plus 1, 15. 15.
Okay.
A low roll for tonight.
it's as you're becoming increasingly aware of the heat rising up from the magma that you lose track of the footprints. You're not sure where they go from this point.
It's kind of hot, man.
Have we hit this little bridge here at this point? Like, are we aware of that little sort of island, effectively?
Yeah, that is roughly where you are at the moment.
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
why
right.
don't we push up north and see if there's someone there?
Let's do it. We can keep an eye out for more like marks, I guess.
Yeah. That's what we'll do. We'll kind of vaguely head off north, or like further onto that little outcropping.
Okay, give me perception or survival checks to search that part of the map as you go.
I will help Drench's survival.
Thank you. Oh, there we go again. 25 plus 4, 29. Oh, I'm like slowly going up.
Okay. Drench, you do happen to spot another set of just a few prints, but they are actually coming back towards you. And you only just notice them because they seem to be lighter again.
Like they dropped off their quarry, perhaps.
Mm-hmm.
We're all thinking something. Are we all thinking the same thing?
I am thinking the thing,
Okay. Sweet.
but shall we push on and confirm? Well, I guess if the thing has happened, there isn't really any confirmation, but yeah.
So they're coming back. So do we follow the captor's footprints or do we keep going for where they went?
Where they went first, right? Clear the area, then come back and follow the quest line.
Okay. Let's do that.
Sorry, too much Dragon Age. I am video game mode at this point. I'm like, but there might be loot in that far corner.
Yeah,
It could
it's
be.
true. It's true. Clear that fog wall.
Check for all the Templars.
Okay.
Mhm. Find the mosaic tiles.
We'll get more survival
mosaic
or
tiles.
perception checks, please.
Man, I
will
just remembered those
see.
mosaic tiles. Why you got to do that to me?
Perceive.
Survival help.
Funny.
Thank you.
24 for perceive.
And a 23 plus 3. 26.
Good grief.
Tell us all your secrets.
Yeah, this is supposed to be a mystery.
Ain't
But yeah,
nobody
you-
got time for that.
You find at this point the vegetation is thinning out. You're getting back to mostly just rock. It's just a bit too hot and dry here for the usual Underdark flora to extend this far. But you find, Drench, you actually spot a few scuff marks on the rock, as it looks like someone walked through here. And it leads you basically right to the precipice on the edge, and there is hot magma down below.
As
Oh.
opposed to cold magma.
Wow, okay. So that's like right there. Is there a...
Is it like
Like
a
a
scrap of
secret-
paper that's like a
Is it like a
confession or
a secret rock we can press to open the secret door?
Not that a 26 gets you.
So
Secret
I have to
door.
roll higher is what I'm hearing.
That's right, 30s, right?
I don't know. You've been
Detect
rolling.
magic?
You've been rolling pretty damn high.
It's true.
Can I do detect magic? Is there anything around here?
Detect magic. It does not reveal anything new beyond the fact that the four of you are starting to glow like the sun.
really hot in here. I can't find anything. Are we missing something?
Well, it looks like someone went over here. And if they've
Can we peek?
gone into the magma, that's probably not gone well for them.
I
You
mean,
could walk on it.
yeah, we can walk on it if we want. We gotta be quick though.
Not if they can walk on it.
I will dangle my ghost down and have a look. Just lazily do
Really?
a circuit. See if there's any, like, hollows in the rock that someone could have swung into to fake their own death.
Perception check from Echo Duncan, please.
Guidance on the echo.
14 plus a d4. 17.
Okay. It's just sheer rock face and lava below.
Noted. I disperse my ghost and my eyes roll back over black from white. Well, there's nothing down there. It's just lava.
Maybe they got picked up by something. Some sort of lava boat.
We can only hope. Shall we track the footprints back?
Yeah. Oh, maybe they also came here and realized it was a drop and then turned around. Oh, do you think they threw the body into the lava?
That was my impression, yes.
Oh, that's pretty bad.
Yes.
Hmm.
Perhaps this necklace will give us a context clue later on if we talk to someone. Open additional dialogue.
It's a clue for later. Let me just check my spells. Hmm. Hmm? No, that's only water. Okay. We can go now.
Okay.
Alright, well, we will resume tracking then.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you're now trying to follow the set of steps that came here and left again, yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Where the fuck our murderers go?
This will be just straight up survival again because you're tracking.
Help.
How many murderers down here? Okay.
It is
Murderers and
certainly a murderous
smugglers.
cavern.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I rolled a 1 and a 5.
Okay.
12 plus 13.
Try as you might, Drench, you cannot reacquire this trail.
I'm out, man. I'm tired. It's really hot. Oh, I still have an exhaustion point too. I'm tired. I think that just
Well,
makes
that's
me
fair.
move
No, we
slower.
rested
Yeah.
that off. Oh wait, you had
No,
two.
I had 2.
Yeah.
It's okay. It doesn't really anything then I move slowly. Which I do anyway.
Oh well, shall we push on?
Yeah. I'm just gonna flick through my spellbook in my brain real quick. So I don't have one of those. I know I have locate object. Full.
Sadly, the object is the thing you already have.
It's the thing
Mhm,
it's the thing we have. We could ask the octopus. Their bubble. Flame blade. Hold person? No. Mold them to stone? No. Yeah, locate. Oh, great creature? No. People's not a creature, is it? Is a people a
Um,
creature?
People
Oh,
are
no.
Locate
Human.
puddle.
People-
Yeah, it says human
yeah.
or unicorn. Yeah. I don't have it right now, but is that something we could do to like find someone?
What does it say? Does it have to be someone you know? Like, do you have to know who you're looking for?
Damn it, yes. Describe or name a creature that is familiar to you. A royal prince.
I'm
Really to
looking
me.
for someone who might have died.
As long as within 1,000 feet of you. Does that include their bones?
Oh, April started going robotic.
Mm.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
A little bit.
It's not too bad so
Okay.
far. We'll see how we go.
Well, ignore me. Continue then.
Yeah, so basically you've lost the trail at this point, and you've got far more than I expected you to get.
All right, well, we'll carry on into the next empty shadow zone.
Okay. 2 in the lead. Perception checks, please.
That'll be me and Todd again, I suspect.
Yep.
12.
Total of 24.
24. So you decide to basically follow the edge of the precipice around to help you chart the area. And as you do, you start to get a better view of the cavern out beyond. And you see, not only do you see in the distance just a black line with supports, and you realize you're seeing more of the deep road that you'd seen earlier. And as you're admiring this massive work of architecture in the distance, you come around a turn and you find there is another path or branch or intersection almost of the deep road that comes and almost embeds itself in the side of this cliff face that you're on, so that it's only about 20 feet below you.
I mean, it's not like there's any other places.
See.
Yeah. Should we do that or nah?
I mean, we've kind of run out of other directions, haven't we? A bit?
Pretty much. It's
I mean-
either that one, literally for completion's sake, which I don't think any of our characters are actually necessarily that committed to, or the critical path looking area.
How about critical path?
Let's do it.
Critical path.
Straight down the deep roads. Let's go.
Yep, okay.
Okay.
No dwarven assassins or Tarthian guns for hire lurking behind the rubble on our way down the road.
Well, as you look down, you see that there is actually evidence of there is a I can't remember what they're called. A spike has been driven into the rock, and a rope.
Oh, one of those.
Yeah.
Belay things.
A rope hangs down. Someone has already climbed this rock face. But as you hop down, you find the deep road is, well, it's been down here probably 800 years. It has taken some damage. There have been falling rocks and so forth, but testament to dwarven architecture, it's holding up pretty well.
Nice.
That's a loss.
And with it being so clear and flat, it is much easier to see where you are going. There's no real exploring to be done. You can just follow the road, so to speak. But you're now at essentially a four-way intersection. You can see just far enough to see that the path off to the north seems to stop suddenly as it looks like the road has been broken. But it does continue to the east and to the west. To the east, you've seen that it seems to end abruptly in a rock face, but there is an area there that you've not properly seen. So there could be some exploring to be done there. In the west, you can only see it stretching out ahead a certain distance, and then you lose sight, especially with the heat shimmer coming up from the magma below.
Pretty.
Okie dokes.
Wow. Sounds
Yeah,
like
that's
we
not
have a
bad.
direction.
Which way are we going? East or west?
Mm.
May as well check out.
Let's run left. West.
Okay.
Okay.
When in doubt, run left.
I'm happy with the west.
I am fine.
So, as you move through, you come to a spot in the deep roads where it looks like probably a piece of the ceiling gave way at some point and just plowed through the road that you're walking on. So there is a crevice. It is about 20 feet wide, and there is molten magma below. Now,
Yo, so we're cool to just jump, right?
now I'll just check on the jumping rules.
It's like
I've actually
saying-
got baller roguey jumping rules, but it's a bad idea.
No, we can jump pretty far. It's like 10
We've rolled
feet per
so-
something.
Many 20s. It's time for us to roll the ones.
But two of the party can. I mean, we can hit the thither. Two of the party can misty step. I can ghost fish blink over there, and Todd can just acrobatics his way across without too much trouble.
What about the golem?
Oh, Vic.
Jump.
We can hit the thither and walk him through it. Easy.
Yeah, can we not just cram Vic into a hit the thither portal?
That's a good question.
Fit.
Do large creatures fit through it?
I mean, if he bends down.
You can sort of shuffle.
I
It-
will read my stuff.
I haven't actually
Vic, chop and roll.
checked. It might say that only medium creatures can fit
that.
through.
Let's see. A portal can appear on a moving surface, blah, blah, blah. Surface, blah, blah, blah. Any creature or object entering the portal. Create an open doorway up to 6 feet high and 4 feet wide. So if he bends down,
Yeah, he'll be able to fit through.
or if we say lie down, we can drag him through.
Yep, you could do that.
Or just tell him crawl.
Vic, pivot.
Grovel. I'm sorry, master.
Wait, does he have a
Got
voice?
this.
Sorry,
Does he sound like?
that is a Danger Mouse reference.
What if?
Wow,
what if?
Danger
Can we
Mouse,
just?
deep cut.
Can we just have him sound like the Iron Giant, please? Because Vin Diesel.
I cannot
do
voice a
it all,
Vin
does he?
Diesel.
No, that's cool. We're just imagining it. The Vin Diesel of the mind.
Sadly, Vic cannot speak.
Mm.
I mean, yet, who knows? You might find a golem expert who can do whatever to him.
It's true.
There it is.
But heaving.
Yeah.
There it is. I have so many charges.
Cool. Well, that's a shame. That means I don't. There's no chance of dropping any of you into molten magma.
It doesn't matter. We can walk on it.
You are so disappointed this episode because we're actually rolling okay, and just oh well.
Whoops.
So, you thither. I will have, if I ever meet the person who named this stuff, I will have words with them.
We hit over.
And instantly teleport from one side of the chasm to the other.
Safely.
And as you move through, you can now see clearly ahead, and you see that the deep road ahead of you also extends into the rock face ahead. And I'm just going to reveal all of this now. And you believe you see a huge set of metal dwarven doors.
How interesting.
That's what you want. What you want.
Is there any dwarvish on the doors that Duncan can read that says here be Stonehold?
You're still some distance away. You'll need to actually move into the next hex to determine that.
I do that.
Stroll along the deep road.
Okay.
We will all go to the next hex.
And yes, there is actually on the side of the deep road, there are runes in the railing, essentially, that say
Where the drop?
effectively approaching Skaldir. And then there are, Duncan, you were able to read that there are a list of what you realise are names. And give me a history check, please.
That is a total of 9. Am I using knowledge from a past life on this? What else is knowledge from a past life for, if not for knowing things about lives that have passed? So, sorry, I rolled a d4 as well, which I didn't mean to, but that is 14 total.
That'll do. You think these are probably the names of the dwarves who were part of constructing this section of the deep road. Essentially, they signed their work.
Oh,
Nice.
that's nice. Good to see artists getting recognised.
But as you approach these massive metal doors, again, there are runes on them saying, essentially saying the stone hold of Skaldir lies beyond. If these gates are closed, then ring and wait.
Please ring bell for service.
But you'll see that on either side of the doors there are these two huge metal bells, Big Ben style, massive things with chains below. But you also notice that the doors are slightly ajar.
Mm-hmm.
Almost as if someone came through here
A
recently.
loophole.
Now, before we go in,
Yeah.
I had a thought, mostly around turning Vic into adamantine.
Yeah.
Do that, I'm going to need the hammer, and I don't think we're going to keep it for too long once we're inside.
That's Cindy thinks that's a good point.
I'm very pro turning him into adamantine.
I think we should absolutely experiment on our friend Vic.
With a really dangerous god hammer.
If the arm's touching him, like, does the hammer count that as attached because it is part of him?
Or will it just be charming that he's got one iron arm?
One iron arm? I think that's charming, right?
Vic, one iron arm.
All right, so it was really loud last time. Do we want to do it here?
We could walk back a bit.
From where you're standing, it is sort of like you're standing above a furnace. There is a constant rumble coming from down below.
Oh, then that's nice that if we do.
Also, the aesthetics kind of really match the idea of
that is really
Vic.
hot.
Be a sweaty fish. Do it.
Am I gonna have to draw his glistening?
Yes.
I am, aren't I? Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Now, I'm happy to do this, but I'm also aware I have a bad relationship with this hammer. If one of you would rather do this.
I don't want to touch that thing.
I'm not really good with I'm not great with metals.
I
Jeff?
am not sure I enjoy the aesthetics of swinging a hammer.
I don't know. You look pretty hot. Cindy thinks.
That is a compelling point, voice of God.
Yeah, I'm the thoughts you have. Intrusive thoughts. Stop.
Speaking
If Duncan doesn't want to do it, Gwendolyn.
He sort of does want to, though.
Like,
Doug really wants to do it, but
I
mean,
I'm
didn't we? Because you passed your thingy.
Yeah, we shook it,
I
but he's
feel
still. He had a bad experience.
It was a
He's
bad time with the hammer. I
traumatized.
very nearly
Just double check.
beat all your heads in over it. So
Speaking
True,
of
true.
intrusive
Hi,
thoughts
baby.
of godlike beings,
I
Gwendolyn,
have so
the
many.
mother, speaks in your head and says,
Oh boy.
such a lovely item. I'd be ashamed to just give it away.
Oh dear.
Oh my god, did she catch hammer sickness?
Did she not get the memo?
Think.
Did Janice not pass it on that we...
Janice is on Smoko.
Oh, yes, fair.
Yeah, no, I'll swing it.
You sure?
Yes, I mean, I'm the only one of you who didn't lose my head over it to begin with, so it seems safest.
I guess. Okay, but be careful.
Okay.
Yes. Great, cool. Easy, that'll be fine.
What does Gwen have to roll to make this thing a fucking adamantine?
Well, as you take it in your hand, Gwendolyn,
Oh no!
the mother says, do you remember when I brought your friend back?
Oh, man.
If I'm being honest, it was sort of a blur. Quite
And
a high stress situation.
you did swear that you would do one thing that I asked for, one thing for me that I would ask of you at a later time.
Yes, I mean, I believe there was some sort of effusive agreement to something.
At
Not
this
in writing,
point,
of course.
the four of you see there is a flash of almost blinding light, and this figure that Gwendolyn calls the mother appears physically there before you, still
What?
glowing, still in the guise that Gwendolyn, that she shows herself to Gwendolyn, and she says to Gwendolyn, "Give me the hammer."
Oh, man.
Oh. Everybody, this is the mother.
Where'd that tall lady come from, man?
Mother, this is everybody.
Yes, I've been made somewhat aware of you. Gwendolyn has many thoughts on each of you.
Good ones. Yeah. Would you sort of, I mean, I respect that this is the hammer of a god, and you being a deity and all, I mean, I'm perfectly unopposed to handing it over. Could we use it first, real quick?
Oh, but of course. Then I expect you to keep your promise and give it to me.
It's very straightforward to Todd because obviously if a mother shows up, you do what the mother says.
Yes, we
It's
we
a
all
null thing.
respect matriarchy.
Oh, hey, hang on, man. I don't know this lady.
But he's just kind of sitting there and he goes, "What you gonna do with it?" To the
I don't
mother.
think that's any of our business.
I
He's
mean,
just
it kind of
curious.
is.
Like it's completely casual the way he's asking. He's just making conversation with the mum.
She looks at Todd and says, "What business is that of yours?"
See?
Shrugs.
Insight check. How hammer sick is the mother?
Give me an insight check, please.
It's
The mother has not been passing her wisdom rolls.
17 total with guidance.
17.
I'll stack on knowledge from a past life as well, because why not?
Okay.
It's a 1. 18.
Okay. It's hard to tell whether this thing has been affected by this, the same lust for the hammer that you experienced, Duncan. But if she's a god, she should probably be immune to it.
Okay.
So she's
but-
hammer sick.
Okay.
But
So yeah, if doing a lot of heavy lifting in that sentence.
yeah.
Sorry, but?
That's it.
Okay. Noted.
Just an ominous, but
Gwen, I think I'm already attuned. Why don't you let me swing the hammer on this one?
You go for your life, darling.
Save the mother some time.
I'm going to have her do an insight check on Duncan now. Duncan, are you planning on returning it once you've swung it?
Don't imagine
What a good question. I think Duncan is at least entertaining the notion of his slippery fish hands losing the hammer over the edge of the deep roads into the lava accidentally.
In that case,
as part of this process.
In that case, can you please give me a deception roll?
No. Natural 1 for a 0.
Wow.
Yay! There it is.
Insights, people. Insights.
That's impressive.
You've been using your inspo. You can use your inspo.
Oh, I have some inspo.
Yeah,
I
inspo
could
is
use
what I was
that.
trying to say. Insights,
Yeah.
inspo. Go.
All right, fine. For a 19 minus 1, which makes it 18.
Okay. Wow. That's a big difference.
Hmm.
She's going to say, no, I think Gwendolyn should be the one.
All right, fine. If you don't mind hanging around for an hour.
I
Yeah,
am.
do I need to do the concentration thing?
You've got to attune to it to use it.
I need to spend some intimate time with it.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So are we just gonna sit here with the mother then
Yeah,
for an hour?
if she's amenable.
She says, an hour in here.
Oh, we've been in here for like a week.
That's true.
It smells
We
like it.
met a sphinx thing. It's been a.
You can always come back later if you want.
She says, I do have other business to attend to. She leans into Gwendolyn and says, very quietly, so that the others can't hear unless you want to try and make a perception check. She says, if I don't get that hammer, I will undo what I did.
Saving that shit.
And
Noted.
she
Probably not.
blinks
14.
out, but perception check.
No, only a 14.
Oh, I'll kick a perception. Let's find out. I'm not very good at it.
Duncan is focusing so hard on doing anything conversationally
20.
based that he's not perceiving
21.
at all.
Yeah. Drench, you did actually overhear what the mother said just before she disappeared.
Oh. Is she gone?
She appears to have gone.
Hey, Duncan.
Yeah.
Hey, can I just talk to you back here for a second?
Sure.
You just step back here for a second. Yeah. Hey, I would like to whisper to Duncan. Hey, that tall lady said that she would undo what she did to you if she didn't get that hammer, man.
That seems like it would be bad for me.
Yeah, I think that would be the big sleep, man.
Duly noted.
Why is she so, like, mean? That doesn't seem very nice.
I mean, some mothers, from what I've been told, can be a little cruel.
I guess, but that seems weird, man. Gwen said she was a god?
I don't have a lot of experience with those.
God-like. She has been very specific to be very vague.
Godlike. Understood.
Godlike deity-ish.
Okay. So just FYI, man. So I don't know what you're planning on doing, but just be careful.
Sounds like I'm not planning on doing anything.
Yeah, I think that might be the go, man.
Yes. All right, fine.
Hey, no, I agree with you, but I also don't want you to die. Again.
I would like to avoid it.
Cool. As you were.
Yeah, I guess Gwen is just attuning to this fucking hammer.
Okay. Nara passes. You can make this a short rest if you want.
Okay, what do I do with this thing?
It's basically an attack roll at this point.
Yep.
What's the plus on the hammer?
It's a plus 3.
Yeah.
So it'll be like
Nice.
hitting something with your trident, but
But plus 3, right?
yeah, actually plus 4 instead of plus 1.
Okay.
Does she get any sort of advantage because Vic won't move or Vic is willing to get hit?
No, it's just a straight up attack roll. This is how I
Okay.
designed it.
Okay. I'm gonna roll my trident, and then you can add the number.
Will do.
Perfect.
No problem.
Everyone pray for natural 20.
Oh my god!
wow.
We have
It'll
the
do it.
best adamantine golem ever.
That is a success.
Mhm.
Now
What
you
happens if
Also,
it fails?
I would like it to be noted that Gwen looked real cool while swinging that
Yeah.
hammer, and
Mhm.
that
Hot
Very similar.
AF.
just very like gladiatrix.
now
Yeah.
it can't do the entire golem, but it can transform part of it.
Oh yeah, which part do you want? Torso?
Torso
Head
makes a
and
certain amount of
torso?
sense.
Torso would be the best, though.
Okay.
And the good news is that only uses 2 of 6 charges, so we can absolutely swing again and do the hat and do an arm or something if we want.
I would love to do at least the head and the torso.
Yeah, hit him in his head.
Okay, I'll try again. Doink. Oh no, that one was only a 7. Plus,
Inspiration?
whatever.
I mean,
Oh, inspiration. Sorry. Yes, let me roll that again.
why not? Should not giant enemy crab this?
10 plus whatever.
13. Not quite enough.
But it's not like I
But-
needed to lie to my
2
fucking
more charges.
soul.
So you can use it
keeper
once
and
more.
say any.
One more swing. One more swing.
15 plus whatever
18, which is enough
for the head.
for the head.
Cool.
So chest and
That
head.
worked out. Perfect.
Okay. That is
Yay.
going to essentially give Vic more hit points and increase Vic's armor class.
Yes.
Yay! What's Vic's armor class now?
It's the armor. Let me check. It's the armor class of a damaged iron golem. Which is actually pretty good, as I recall.
Mm-hmm.
It's already 20. So
Oh, wow.
its base is 20. So I think it'll go up to 22.
Perfect.
Hot.
Nice.
Cool. Yeah, I looked, and there aren't actually any adamantine golems that I could find in
Well, there you
D&D
go.
Beyond. So this is uncharted territory.
Oh,
Wow.
nice.
And with that done, the mother reappears, and as soon as Gwendolyn has finished and used up those charges, the mother's hand just wraps around the handle of the hammer and says, "Mine now."
My pleasure.
Okay, you let her have it.
Enjoy. Use responsibly. She is absolutely not going to fight the mother on this one, no matter what her private thoughts are about her having this god hammer.
Okay. And
At least
she
now we
said,
don't have to talk to a god in the thing.
Well, he's going to be like, hey, I know you had my hammer. What the fuck?
He'd just be like, he's got it. Go take it up with her.
and the mother will say, "Thank you. Our deal in this regard has been concluded to my satisfaction." And she turns to the
Really?
4 of you and says, "Good luck with whatever's going on in there." And then she just blinks out of sight.
Mm.
She's very nurturing.
Um,
Aye.
Yep.
Okay. Nope. You know what? I was adopted. What do I know? So.
Gwendolyn has started to realize that Drench literally thinks the mother is Gwendolyn's mother. And she's just gonna let that go.
I will get an insight check from Gwendolyn, please.
And 9.
9. Yeah, that, I don't know, might have been a bit out of character for the mother, but I mean, she probably deserves a godlike hammer.
Out of character though? I mean, was it though? She's
Not had nasty dealings with the mother.
This would be pretty much the first time she's actually effectively threatened Gwendolyn.
Yeah,
or a friend of Gwendolyn.
Mm.
But maybe she's just never had the need to in the past, because Gwendolyn's always been so, good. And for the first time, Gwendolyn might have been about to sin. Mother needed to show some discipline.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that has been noted. Mostly, Gwendolyn is hot, and she is tired, and she would like to get somewhere with a little more light and maybe a bath.
Well, on that thought,
So I think she can understand why the mother would be crabby and such an unpleasant.
although she didn't actually look very uncomfortable in the heat.
It's just the vibe. It's the aura.
Yeah, but with that, I think that is where we're going to finish tonight's session. We had a request for an early finish tonight. So as our players gaze upon these massive dwarven doors and prepare to enter the dwarven stonehold of Skaldir, that is where we're going to leave things for tonight and for the next month. We will be back in August when our heroes will meet a bunch of dwarves and possibly save a princess. And who knows what else. And,
if she's in this castle, she might not be.
And we might be back before then with a one-shot or two. We're just working out the details at the moment. But thank you very much for watching. Bye.
Bye.